Howdy folks, this is Tall Turtle here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and today we are going to check out a few more POIs, this time in Beijing, China, and then we're going to check out a new aircraft. Well, not new to me, meaning I haven't flown in the sim before. In fact, there's a POI over there. So what's going on? Let me explain. Well, first of all, you can always check the description below to see where we are and where we're going. But as a way to force us to look at new stuff and be creative, we have been chasing some achievements. I know I said I wasn't going to worry about achievements, but you know what? It's forcing us or inspiring us to look at new places with new aircraft, new conditions, things like that. So by chasing the POI achievement, points of interest achievement, we fly around a bunch of the world and we look at stuff using the Smart Cam feature within a distance of 550 yards, which is 0.27 nautical miles. You get an achievement for 25 of them, and then I think another for 100 of them. Then I can't remember if there's any more for that, but we're looking around. So we did a few Japan POIs the other day, and we're going to do some in Beijing today. And then we'll mix it up with some other flights like A to B stuff in between. So it's not only going to be chasing landmarks for the next month or two. It's just, last time and this time. So that's what we're doing. I'm just admiring the city. Holy guacamole. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. Sunrise. I think it's 7 a.m. in the sim right now. Real world weather is turned on. Look at that. Jeez. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in the airplane and head east-ish to see as many POIs as we can. Hopefully we'll hit that 25 achievement. Today I already have it about halfway done or so. So we'll see. Let's reset the Smart Cam. And what are we doing? New airplane today. For us, it is the Diamond DA40 TDI. And guess what that means? Not a glass cockpit. I'm so excited. The thing that's been disappointing to me in Microsoft Flight Simulator so far is that it's hard to find aircraft that are not glass. So far we found the 172, the 152, the Piper Cubs obviously, and now this one. So that's only like 4 or 5 aircraft that we found so far that are not glass. The rest have all been glass. Now, I did get the premium deluxe version of the sim, which I think has like 33 aircraft or something like that. I have not gone through them all, obviously, but I'm very excited to find another that is analog, very nice, and it goes slowly enough that we can sightsee with it and do the POI thing, and maybe we'll do some fauna with it. And I don't know why I'm losing my voice. Allergies? From the leaves outside under snow that are melting and deteriorating? I don't know. But anyway, I did go through this a little bit off camera, so I'm not totally lost in this aircraft, but I have not yet done my own checklist. So we are going to use oh my gosh, my voice. We are going to use the in-sim checklist to get going this first time, and then after that I'll use my own checklist. So without further ado, let's pull up that checklist. Pre-flight inspection, we might as well go through all of it. Electric master off, that is over here, right there, electric master off, fine. This is all like pre-flight stuff that we normally wouldn't do. Engine master, you can't see, that's right there, that's off. ECU swap, that's this right here, set to normal. Right there says automatic. Automatic and E-cub and test. It says automatic. Oh, there's it. Oh, sorry, I'm reading the wrong line. Automatic. Emergency fuel valve is down here. Normal. Oh, also, sorry, forgot to mention, I turned off the tooltips. See how the tooltips don't show anything? Now, in a way, it's kind of nice because it'll say what your heading is set to and your barometer and everything like that, but it also gets in the way and it's annoying. So I'm going to have them off as much as I can because we come from X-Plane. We didn't have that stuff. So we should probably be fine without it. But it's very nice not to have that stuff popped in. You have to go to either main menu, then accessibility, or your general controls, and then accessibility options to turn that off. Electronic equipment off, power levels idle, they are, which means I should check my rudders too. I just started the sim, working so far, good, okay. Idle, electric master on, now this you turn on just to come over here and check fuel, which on my checklist will be adding fuel. So quantities right there is about 60%, that is fine. So we turn electronic master back off. So again, I'm not going to do this exactly on my own checklist, but for the first time we will use the one in the simulator. Parking brake set. Now this is in French, And I'm going to have my wife translate this to me because she speaks French and she lived there for a while. Otherwise, I'll just run it through Google Translate. Otherwise, this I realized parking brake set is actually when it's down here. That's released, that's set. At least that's how it's been behaving when I did a quick little taxi run before I started recording. So that's set, at least that locks it up. What's this down here? And up, I guess. Control stick free, yeah. Trim wheel, yeah. Power level idle, yeah. Avionics master off. This is all before you start. Now, here we go. Starting the engine actually starts here. Electric master on, which is this Dujabi. Acknowledge button is here. And you come over here. Can you do strobe lights? Yep. And power idle, we already know it is. Engine master on until the glow light goes out. So we're going to wait for that to go out. Eventually. Takes a while. There we go. Through editing. And then electric master start. And there we go. And instrument check. Yep, pitot heat is the only thing. So let's turn pitot heat on now. There's discrepancies among people when to do it. We just do it now. Avionics master, turn on now. Electrical equipment as a required now. What does that mean? It just means your switches down here. See, it just means your switches. So I believe this says don't use the essential bus unless, or don't use it. Don't use this button in normal operation. I think I haven't translated it yet. And then do something manual day something. I don't know French. I do taunt my wife. I will be like, oh, it says La Porti Amiri Doit Infirmer it, blah, 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 which is kind of cliche for taunting people who speak languages, but my wife still thinks it's really, really funny. So back to electronic equipment as required. Yep, we'll do the rest of this as we need to. Fuel transfer I didn't use in my little, well, I didn't really fly, but in my little taxi round I didn't worry about it. I assume, well, what does it do? I mean, it says fuel normal here, right? Emergency transfer, and then it says perfume or something. Cutout maybe? I don't know. But then over here is your fuel stuff. And if it doesn't go down equally, then I guess we transfer. Not sure. All right, navigation lights on, which we have on what we want for now until we get to the end of the runway. Engine idle, 890 plus or minus 20. Of course it is, it's a simulator. Taxi, parking brake release. We'll worry about that in a moment, and we will do a run up because it's very simple in this. So, what are we doing? Let's turn on ATC. Oh, looks like untowered? Okay, it's untowered. Okay, fine. We will not worry about that right now. Let's take out the drone, see where we're going. Wait, is there an ATIS? Was there an ATIS? Let's see, let's go back. No, I don't want to go back. Back, there we go. No, I don't want to do any of this. I want to do my ATIS. I missed it, if there was one. I guess I didn't see if there was one. That's the problem now. Rule weather's turned on. Remember we talked about this before. You don't get the rule weather from here. This grayed out stuff is manual stuff. So we don't know there. I don't know if there's ATIS or AWAS at this airport. We can't find it from here. So we'd have to go to Sky Vector, I guess. So whatever, I'm not gonna worry about it. I should have checked when I loaded this in, because you can see it when you load your flight plan, if you even do one. So we're kind of screwed, aren't we? Well, let's just pick a runway based on where we are and how close we are. So let's see. Looks like we're in the middle. No, there we go. We'll just go left. That's us, right? Yeah, we'll go left. And then just use our runway, whatever it is, 18, 15, something like that. So we're going to depart south, even though we're really going to the east. Look how gorgeous this is. Oh my gosh. So look around simulator. Look at this. Gorgeous. Okay. There's your first POI, obviously. Reset the drone and head inside. Okay, so we're going to announce east departure, I guess. Depart east. No, announce taxi. There we go. Taxi 18. That's, forgot about that. That's kind of a cheater way to decide which way the weather is you just announce your taxi and it'll tell you which runway to use. 18. And then we'll hit B on the keyboard to reset our barometer, so we don't even need to know. See, there's ways to get around it. So let's see, runway 18 is going to be to, yeah, that's runway 18. Okay, good. First set of flaps down, parking brake off, taxi view, give us some throttle. I did turn off collisions just so in situations like this we don't collide and have to start all over or get stuck in a situation that we can't get out of. So let's see. Okay, this happened to me before when I was doing my test too. Was left rudder was fine, right rudder hardly does anything, and I think it's the wind. I really like this aircraft, but the wind modeling seems to be kind of bizarre. I don't know. I totally forgot to mention the update recently, around Halloween time. You can turn off the in-cockpit tooltips, and there's a new landing challenge, which we did already. Otherwise, you can check out the release notes for yourself. But I bring that up because I didn't see anything about this aircraft in the release notes. Taxiing. Weird. Maybe it's my own problem. Maybe it's my own fault. Are we sure we want runway 18? Because look at that windsock. That's telling us there's going to be a tailwind. Oh, brother. I know a lot of other people, too, have been having problems with ATC giving the wrong runways. I was watching one of my new favorite people, and she was told to land a jet on, like, runway 29 with, like, a 15-knot direct tailwind. Or something crazy, because the ATC wasn't. Yeah, look at that. According to that, we're going to have quite the tailwind here. Whatever. I'm not going to argue with it. Yeah, that's definitely a tailwind. But ATC said 18. I guess they could have done some more research and selected the other runway and forced us onto the other runway, right? But whatever. We're just going to do this, enjoy some sightseeing. Completely VFR right now. It's just the weather is not working in our favor. All right, let's see. We should turn the taxi lights and position lights on, or the landing lights and position lights on way a long time ago. I was too worried about the weather that I screwed up. See, reset the barometer because it changed already just in those 2 minutes. See, look at that, it keeps changing. Alrighty, we're gonna come over here to run up because I didn't see a taxiway on that side, so we're doing a back taxi here. So yeah, that's one thing. Maybe I should put that on the wish list. I know you can do like tickets and wish list items. I wish that you could. We'll just leave the landing lights on and blind everybody. How about that? Alright, set that parking brake. I wish you could click on the VFR map and get your weather like X-Plane. Right, we've had a whole discussion about real-life weather in this, but just a refresher. If you do this, you can select live weather, but you can't see what live weather is. That, to me, is a huge oversight. Here, you can't see what live weather is. The only way to get live weather is to select live weather before you load the sim, so you can see it on the world map, or tune in an ATIS or an AWAS, which I didn't see one. And now we're stuck in this menu and we can't even look anyway. So the only way to do it then, I guess we could go out to SkyVector, but I kind of wish we had it in sim. I mean, we have this. Why can't it be here? And why can't it be on the map, right? Why do we have to now, at this exact moment in my exact scenario, why do I have to go to an outside source? Why can't I just stay in sim now? But I can't. So we could go to SkyVector and get it, or what I do is I hit B on my keyboard to just reset the barometer, and then we just either talk to ATC or taxi to a runway, which is supposed to give us the best runway. In this case, it's the wrong runway, but whatever. We're at the mercy of the sim. I just need to prepare better, I guess. I guess I'm expecting too much out of this sim. It's an all-inclusive type thing, but we're not going to have the conversation right now. Let's turn some of this down because it's blinding me like crazy. Alright, what are we going to do? We're going to do the run-up part since we've never seen this before. Parking brake set, I know it is. Flaps to take off, and they are. Trim check, I already know it is. Power level, max for 10 seconds. RPM should be 2240 to 23. And they will be oil. What is like engine op, engine temp, oil op, oil temp. I can't remember which is which right now, but everything's green because of course it is the sim. Load indicator 9200, and it is. And power level back to idle. And that's what we do for run up. Just floor it, or goose it in this case, and whatever. Landing lights is required, already on. Taxi lights are off. Transponder we're not going to worry about. We can turn it on, I guess. Parking brake release. In a minute. Normal takeoff. Rotate at 59, initial climb at 66, climb at 73 at power to 90, and cruise at 70%. And then we'll worry about this when it's time to descend. Again, all this will be on my own checklist so I can incorporate nuances that are not in these checklists. These checklists are good, but they're just good. They get you going, but I'm way beyond this in my simming hobby. This is not detailed enough for me. So we will do our own. I also found a way to make these your own. You edit the library file, and then each aircraft, there's like a code or command to grab and pull from the library file. But you can break a lot of stuff with updates too, so I'm not going to get into that. I found out how to do it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep doing it on paper. And that's how I roll. The reason why I don't have it on my other monitor is because of my Bandicam hooking. If I click around, it corrupts my video. So on paper it is. All right, here we go. Let's release that parking brake and go out here and take off with a nice strong tailwind. Yeah, I just have to get better about my weather stuff, I guess, before I start recording, because this is going to bite me in the butt. Almost literally, because we have a tailwind. Get it? You get it? And it's strong. Yeah, we're having a hard time on the rudder pedals here. I hope it's the weather and not this aircraft, because I love this aircraft. I already love this aircraft. So there we go. Let's get off the ground. What's going to happen? I'm going to go to the right. There we go. I let go of the rudder just in time. Alright, let's trim back, because I'm pulling all the way back at my yoke. That's weird. Step on the brakes to stop the wheels. Flaps coming in. There we go. Let's have a peek. Wow. Let's announce depart east. Should have already done that. Oh well. Too bad. And let's hop outside a second. Again, we cannot use the drone for this because the airplane will nosedive straight down. But we can use the exterior view. Wow, look at this. Very early sunrise over Beijing. Well, the Beijing area. I have to admit I don't know enough about the layout of Beijing if we're literally over Beijing, but it's the area. Very urban regardless. Okay, so all that I know is that if we head towards this POI here, well, yeah, our climb speed, my trim is, I have my trim set. See, it's barely even moving. Whatever, I have my trim set. There we go. And there's no diving. So what did it say? 70, what was, whoops, wrong one. What did it say for best climb? 73, yeah. The cruise at 70%. Okay. Whoops, too many menus. So we're going to still climb a little bit, but not much. Not much climb. Stay kind of low because we got to get within 0.27 nautical miles of these things for them to count. Then use the smart cam for an unspecified amount of time. I've been doing 3 seconds because the fauna is 3 seconds. Right. Anyway, we left. We're leaving. Actually, we're kind of heading north and then we're going to the east, but whatever. So we're just in a traffic pattern basically right now, but then we're going to leave the pattern. But to get within 0.27, if we're too high, if we're a mile above, we'll never get closer than a mile, right? So we got to get low enough to get within 550 yards. Then what we could do is once we get our credit for 550 yards with the smart cam, we can active pause and then use the drone to fly around and get a closer look at things, which we won't for every POI because that would take us forever. But you get the idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring throttles back. I should have prepared for this and slowed us down. I'll tell you how we're going to do this. So we're going to slow, well, normally we'd be slowing down. But as soon as it gets to 0.27, we'll use that smart cam feature, then we'll goose the throttle. There's 0.27, so smart cam now. Then we're going to goose the throttle so we don't crash while we keep looking at it. And there we go. And once we get kind of stable here, we can active pause like this, take out the drone, and then we can have a look, right? If we wanted to. We're not going to spend too much time doing this. Like I said, if we did this for every POI, it would take us forever. Look how long it's taken us to get there, for example. But this is what we could do. So we're just gonna go along, see how neat that is. So we could have a slower airplane, get lower, so it's easier to take the drone out. We're just having a quick peek, super quick. And you can speed up the drone too, by the way. You can hit your F keys and you move a little faster, see. Cool. Alrighty, let's reset the drone and head back inside. And then whenever you take off, active pause, the airplane's gonna do weird stuff, see? See how it's stalled? So it actually slowed down. So everything keeps running when you active pause. So you gotta be really careful. So we were in a climb, a steep climb, when I hit active pause, and then it essentially kept climbing without climbing the engine itself. So you gotta be really careful. That's one thing of that. Let's turn that up a little bit. Okay, so now the rest of the POIs, I believe, are due east of here. And you have to be generally within 5 nautical miles, give or take, in order to pick up the marker. Now, if you want to be really crazy, you can turn off the markers and try to find everything yourself, but I would go insane trying to figure all that out. So let's hop outside here. I don't see any more POIs popping in yet. Now what I should be doing, and I keep forgetting to do, is like take a picture of the map. There's another one. Take a picture of the map or something before I load my flight, or take a screenshot of it so I can refer back to it again. But I've been trying to find things on my own. So there's another one. I think when we get here, all of a sudden a whole bunch of them will pop in. I think. So anyway, let's see what we're going to do here. We're going to stop talking, and we're going to get closer here, see more pop in, and I'll catch you when we get closer to the Beijing National Stadium. Alright, 3.5 nautical miles. I'm watching the airplanes fly around us. One over there, there are a couple over there. Live traffic is always turned on with live call signs and names or whatever. It hasn't seemed to be affecting my frame rates too much or my performance too much, so we've been keeping it on. Now I swear on the map next to the stadium was a dozen of these things, and I don't see anything else popping in. So we'll have to see how much time we put into this. Yeah, I'm kind of upset with myself for not taking a screenshot of all the POIs, but whatever. Too late now. I'm not going to start over because this is going well and I'm enjoying it very much. And look at this. Oh, this is so gorgeous. What's that? I should probably know what that is. Alright, so let's get near the stadium here. Oh, the lighting just changed because the sun is rising. So let's slow down this time. Let's do this a little better here. Slow this thing down, get nice and close, and then we'll gun it, but we're not going to worry about active pause and looking around the drone this time. How nice is this, huh? So here we go. We're still going really fast, but that's okay. So get ready with the smart cam, and there we go. What? Why is it going a different direction? Oh, look at that. It's looking at a different object. You see that? It's picking up another one. So let's gun it here so we don't crash. Hopefully that's it though. No, that should be it. It was looking at the weird spot of it. Okay, well, whatever. Reset my view, please. Jeez, that was scary. So wherever the hooking was for that smart cam thing, it was not where we were looking. Well, another one just popped into view. See, I knew they'd finally show up. Alright, let's head over there, see what we got. Alright, so our next one is the Forbidden City. The city of which is forbidden. Oh, there we go. Now they're popping in. We just had to get close enough. So that one popped in just under 5 nautical miles. This one of these other ones popped in at like 6. So it's inconsistent when you pick it up, but at least they're markers. See, there's another one. At least we have the markers to help us, because there's no way we'd find all this. And then it's nice. Oh, there's another one. See, they pop in order. There we go. Look at all of them. So since we're not looking top down to see the layout, we're looking horizontally, right? The order that they popped in kind of tells us how far away they are. So we'll do that one first, then that one, then that one, then that one, then that one, and then the one behind it. So that helps a lot. So anyway, well, let's try to fly a plane here. The wind is atrocious right now, which is fun, but holy cow. And we're going to stay nice and low because we want to be within 550 yards. Although we're not going to go slowly because it would take us forever. But anyway, this is just amazing. Look at that. Wow. Alright, so we're going to look at the Forbidden City like this and then go to the National Center for the Performing Arts. And then we'll make a sharp left and keep going. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Alright, I want to see it from here to see the whole thing, but we got to get within that marker. So we're going to get closer to the marker here. Whoops, I forgot about the throttle. Let's go sightseeing with y'all. There we go. And there's 0.27 now. Weird, it's tracking somewhere else. There's about 3 seconds. Let's give it some throttle, just so we don't crash, see? But now we'll slow down and do this the way I intended. There we go. Alright, let's not descend any more than we have to. And I don't know if it's the camera attached to this aircraft or what, but it sure seems like... Why are we looking that way? No, we want to look at this one. No, I was looking at the other one. Uh-oh, this is a problem. I'm still looking at the wrong one. Or is it? Let's come back from the other way and try that one again. That was really bizarre. I don't know if it was hooked to the Forbidden City or if the hooking is just... I don't know. It's weird. Let's turn back super sharp now. Very strange. Nice and slow. Get some flaps out so you can slow down even more. And try this again. Look at all those to look at. If the hooking works. So there's Forbidden City. Okay, let's see what happens when we get within 0.27. See what it looks at. Let's just go right over it this time and see what it looks at. Alright. Whoop, don't stall. Flaps coming in just because we're over flap speed. And let's get ready to goose the throttle. There we go. Okay, now it might be working. Okay, there we go. I didn't want to go over it though because I wanted to be able to see it better, but whatever. We gotta play the game the way the game is written. So there we go. Now we're gonna head over to the right. Well, let's not gain altitude though. And check out some other stuff. So I'm assuming the hooking is based on the object, but maybe it's based on the airplane or a combination of the two. I don't know. Wasn't there another one out here? Yeah. Well, that we're not picking up yet. Because of that, let's go to this one first, even though it's farther away. And then we will come back. So I'm going to keep our speed up to get there. But then I'm going to slow down when we get there. Oh, wow. How awesome is that? So let's take a good look at it from here. And then we'll swing around and get our distance for achievement. So, looking good. Very good. Alright, will it work? See, it's looking that way now. Why is it looking that way? That scares me because we're crashing. We're going to crash. It's like looking... I don't know. Let's try it again. Whatever. Whatever. When we're doing all this work, it would be nice to make sure we're doing it correctly so we get the credit for it. Alright, let's fly right over the top of it. Although I like to be to the side so we can see it, but maybe the trick... There we go. I think the trick is just to fly right over the top of it. That's better. Okay. Get some throttle going so we can get over to the next one, which is going to be... What, at the railway station, I think? Yeah, I think it was a railway station. Alright, I think it's that building there. So let's slow down a little bit. I mean, we don't have to get this close to the ground to get our 0.27 nautical miles, but I just like it and it's fun. Let's go right over it here. Like this. And when it says 0.27, we hit the smart cam button, except it's looking... I don't know what it's looking at. What's it looking at? No idea. No idea. Maybe it's just looking out the side because of the airplane? I don't know. Okay, how are we going to do this now without running into stuff? I guess it depends on if the marker is hooked to the top of the building? Because, I mean, if these buildings are like 100 some yards or something, I guess we could still go over the top, but still. This is going to be interesting. How are we going to grab all these at once? I don't know if we can. We'll just keep hitting the smart cam button over and over. So let's have a stabilized aircraft for both, well, especially for pitch, but pitch and speed. Okay, there's 3 something, so we'll definitely get within 27. And let's just fly. So here we go. Careful on the pitch. There we go. Okay, let's smart cam that one. 3 seconds. Smart cam the next one. 3 seconds. And was there another one here? Smart cam again. There's 3 in the area, so we're doing 3 smart cams. That's how we're doing it. Hopefully we got credit for them. Alrighty, so let's see. Let's hop outside and look behind us. There we go. I think we got it all. I think we got them all there, right? There's that building, that building, that building. We did 3 smart cams as we went by. We got all of those. Okay. That's gorgeous. Hop back inside. Now, were there any more in Beijing? I thought there was some further out into the south, but I don't remember. And yet again, I didn't take a screenshot of the POIs on the world map, so I don't know. So we're gonna call that good for the POIs. Now let's look around a little bit, because this is gorgeous, and it'd be nice to not be chasing things down the entire time. I don't know a whole lot about China and Beijing, but my wife's best friend married. Oh, there's another one. Was that new? Was that one we already saw? That might be one we already saw. Yeah, we saw the one. Let's just head this way a little bit. See if anything pops in. But my wife's best friend married an academic who, look at that. That looks so real. Look down there. She married an academic who is like one of the leading translators of Mandarin or something. I can't remember what it is, but he has this like pretty high profile gig working with China. So I've asked him a lot of questions about China. And was super awesome because at his wedding, at their wedding, we went to a Chinese restaurant in Milwaukee, because that's where why were we in Milwaukee? Oh, because it was where everybody could get to from around the world, around the country. Anyway, we ended up in Milwaukee at this Chinese restaurant, and he ordered in Chinese and had us have authentic, not Americanized, but authentic Chinese food. It was the best food I've ever had. Incredibly rich, and my body was mad at me, but incredible food. So that's my very limited education on China, unfortunately. But hey, I got to talk to somebody who speaks both Mandarin and Cantonese. I don't know which one he specializes in, but he knows both. And then he knows a lot of local dialects. And he and his wife lived in very interesting parts of China. And got to hear lots of stories that way. Things I won't repeat here because of censorship and stuff, but very fascinating. Alright, so I don't see any more POIs popping in here, which I didn't really expect to. I was just hoping. And we had a little bit of story time. And it's time to wrap this up. So let's look on our VFR map since I have no idea where we are. And let's see if there is an airport within our vicinity. Oh gosh, no there isn't. Yes there is, right there. Oh yeah, there are a couple of them. I thought I saw one out there. So there's Zulu Hotel and Zulu Bravo November Yankee. Let's do Hotel. And let's see if they're towered and if we can get weather. And if we can land. Hotel, no, what? Zulu Hotel. There we go. Select a runway for landing. Okay, it's up to us. But we don't know the weather because there's no ATIS, there's no AWAS. All we know about weather is there's wind, and the barometer is whatever it is set to. So let's just use runway while they go north and south. Let's do this. Let's fly over the airport and see if we can spot the windsock. And then whatever the windsock says, that will tell us which runway we should use, if we can tell. So we're just going to go like this, and then we're just about over it, and then we'll see what we can find. So if we hop outside, where's this airport? Like right here probably? I would think. I don't know. Either way, it's gorgeous scenery, and how come I must have clicked on something. Oh boy, because now we're stuck. So now we have a cursor that's stuck because I was hovering over something when I moved the cursor off screen. There we go. That's better. Actually, the airport's maybe right here. Yeah, let's look right there. And yeah, oh my gosh, my voice, definitely allergies. My nose is itching too from the decaying leaves probably. Anyway, let's look at the gorgeous, incredible scenery while we head over this airport and get the windsock and get our weather that way. So here's your airport up here. What is our altitude right now? Coming up on 2,000 feet. Don't know what that is, AGL. So let's come down a little bit so we can at least see the windsock. And we'll select your runway for landing based on that. We gotta get a lot closer to see where this windsock is. Alright, I still don't see the windsock anywhere. Which is a bummer. There's another airplane though. Which runway are they using for takeoff? No, they're just sitting there. Oh, that's fuel. That's not aircraft. Well, let's use runway 36 because we used did we use 18 when we took off and we had the tailwind? I don't remember. Let's choose 36 and announce full stop landing. Announce position.
Hotel traffic turtle slope Tango Sierra 41051 miles east 900 feet inbound to land runway 36.
There's an airplane out there. Don't know where they're going though. Alright, let's announce downwind.
Hotel traffic turtle slope Tango Sierra 4105 is on downwind runway 36.
And since we know it's runway 36, if we do 180 on our compass, we will know. Well, yeah, I guess that's your compass, right? Because there's a whiskey compass and your compass, yeah. If we do 180, we'll know we're parallel to the runway or downwind. There we go. Let's just hold steady altitude for a minute. And we're going to keep going a little bit. Give us a little more distance here before we go on to crosswind. Not much though, shouldn't need much. Alright, let's announce crosswind. Or base. Shoot, I meant base. Darn it.
Tango Sierra 4105 is on crosswind runway 36.
No, it's base leg.
Hotel traffic turtle slope Tango Sierra 4105.
First set of flaps. There we go. Whoa, I'm not looking. I'm looking somewhere else apparently. Bring back those throttles because we're way too fast for flaps. Yeah. Oh my gosh, come here. And let's announce final. And let's turn with haste so we can see where we're going. Where is it? Right there. Ooh, almost missed it. Nope, right here. Yeah, no, that's good. Okay. Alrighty. No guidance or assistance. We just got to figure this out ourselves. Looks like a little crosswind from the left, which means applying the weather. Yeah, no, from the right maybe. It's blowing us left. It's shaky too. I guess it's from the right. Never mind. Which means applying the weather from our departure was a good idea. Alright, we're coming way too fast because I was looking around at the scenery. Oh, I don't want to do a go-round. I don't want to do a go-round. but I was looking at the scenery, so that's my own fault. Shoot. We would have had this in the bag too. That's okay. Let's just get down and let's let the ground effects take us. A little bit of left rudder here just because it's a crosswind. Let the ground effects take us. A little more left rudder, ground effect, floating, grab it, boom. There we go. And we bounced again. Oh my gosh, that was full left rudder, by the way. You see what happened when I released it. A little bit of bounce, which is unusual. I normally don't bounce my landings. But we were coming in way too fast. We could also just look around. There's a windsock. That's full left rudder. Nothing's happening. Come on. You gonna turn for us? Wow. Seriously? What's going on here? Jeez. Okay. Anyway. Hopefully it's just weird weather stuff and it's not a broken aircraft because we've had some issues here. But anyway, things I didn't do because I don't have my own checklist is I didn't start the clock for flight time and a few other things. But that's okay. Uh-oh. That's security in front of us. And I landed way too fast. You know me, I like to land teasing the stall horn, but I was so busy looking around. See, look. My rudders work, it's just not doing much. And we're going very slow. See that? So again, hopefully it's the weather. Hopefully it's not a broken aircraft, because I really like this aircraft a lot. But look, nothing's happening. What if I go super slowly? Okay, if I... No. Okay, brakes do work. What is going on here? I was thinking maybe my braking was like differential or something, but it's okay. Now, okay, I guess if you just go really slowly, then the rudders work, which I know is realistic. No, look at the turn coordinator down there. No, look at. Right, we're going to the right. It's still left. See that? I mean, I've never flown one of these in real life, obviously, but is that normal to be that slow to respond? In the other aircraft, it's not at all. So is it a broken aircraft, or does it just operate that much differently? I don't know. I'm kind of sad because I like this. So more research required before I fly this one again, because that's weird. Anyway, back to the checklist. We don't care about that. We don't care about that. We do care about securing. There. Avionics master off. All equipment off. That means all this stuff goes off. Quit getting mad at me. Engine master off. And sometimes it says it's into your flight. Other times it doesn't. Maybe that's why my landings are way different than my takeoffs. Okay, well, I love this thing, but this whole turn corner, the whole rudder thing, again, is it me expecting something else because it operates like no other aircraft, or no other aircraft does that? Or is it a broken airplane? I don't know. Let's hop outside. Alright, so here we go. Hopefully you enjoy the flight. I certainly did. Checked out some Beijing at sunrise in overcast weather. Absolutely gorgeous. We got a little bit of story time in. Oh, there's security. I knew security was going to come. Yep. Quick getaway before they catch us. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, play the YouTube algorithm game, leave a flight idea or two in the comments below. I lost my voice. I'll see you next time.